there, Adam Paul is here. I just want to take a brief moment to give an update about what's been going on with us and our travels these last 2 months of August and September. God's been so good to us, and we're so humbled by the kindness that each church that we've had the privilege to present in has shown us. We started out at the beginning of August on the West Coast in Sacramento area, and then we've come all the way back east now, and we've come full circle back in Pennsylvania where we started in January. But we're so grateful. We want to say a special thanks to each church that we've presented in, that's given us an opportunity to share a burden for the people of Mexico. And God's been so good to us. He's protected us along the way, and we've had many great meetings, many wonderful people that we've had the opportunity to meet and share time with. And we spent a few weeks in the Midwest as we traveled back east here. And again, we had an amazing missions conference there at Marion Avenue Baptist Church in Washington, Iowa. And we want to say a special thanks to Pastor Brown and the wonderful love offering that they gave us, the way they showed their affection toward us. And just thank you guys. You guys have no idea what a blessing it was for us and how humbled we felt leaving there. But thank you guys. And we also had a few meetings in Arkansas along the way before we got back here to Pennsylvania. And again, many wonderful memories made. We had the opportunity in Arkansas to actually go with a Spanish church there in the Jonesboro area to visit a potato farm, a sweet potato farm, where they had a bunch of migrants that they started a mission church there for the migrants that come up from every year from Mexico to harvest and plant the crops there. And it was humbling for me to have the opportunity to preach there and preach to the men that had come there from Mexico. And I had the opportunity to share a Bible message with them and share the gospel with many of them that probably haven't heard the gospel or come from parts of Mexico that don't have very many gospel preaching churches. And it was just amazing to see their spirit, the way that they listened, and they were receptive to the gospel. And we just pray that God would continue to do a work there with the men. And we never know what could happen from someone that came all the way from Mexico to the United States and heard the gospel, and they can go back and reach their people for Christ. And it was just amazing to see what's going on there and hear some of their testimonies. But now we're back here on the East Coast. We have several meetings lined up for the remainder of this year, and we just want to thank God for the way that He's provided us meetings. And from now through the end of January, we have all of our Sundays full. We have a few more midweeks that we're trying to schedule. But again, just thank you all for your continued prayer and support for us. We couldn't do without you. And we had two great milestones that we've reached this last 2 months. As you know, one of the things that we've been praying for, that we've put in several of our prayer letters, is that we're praying that we can save up money to buy a car when we get back to Mexico. And now through the generous support that our supporting churches and our partnering churches have given us, we've put aside enough money so when we get back to Mexico, we'll be able to get a vehicle. And again, thank you all for your help in that. And then also, we have reached 50% of our support. We came back here in January at 10% of our financial goal, and we are now at 50%, a little bit over is what we're at, technically about 51, 52%. Our prayer is that we'll be able to get back to Mexico in March. So Lord willing, we'll be able to raise an additional 48, 50% that we need by the springtime. And if you could continue to pray for that, thank you all. Thank you for your continued support, as I said, and your prayer. We don't take it for granted. It means so much for us. And we've seen along the way how our needs have been met, and our needs have been met through the churches that we visited, others that have been praying for us. And just thank you guys, and take care.